Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at, basically, to cut a long story short, the, well, Extreme Z area for the Strength Towa unit. Now, Strength Towa is a free-to-play unit from last year's event. How it usually works, or used to work I guess, because things have changed now, is Towa basically was last year's free to play. She now easy A's this year. Obviously going forward we won't be having Super Dragon Ball Heroes celebrations, so I don't know what they'll do about this year's free to play unit, the female warrior in black, and whether she will easy A or not. But ultimately at the end of the day, to cut a long story short, it doesn't really matter. So basically we're here to look at Strength Towa's easy A and the Extreme Z battle. Now, the Extreme Z battle requires you to have certain characters. You can do the entire thing free to play, so even if you're someone who does not summon on Dragon Ball Heroes, you don't need to summon on Dragon Ball Heroes to make things work. You can just continue, as always, to basically, you can just continue as always with your standard procedure. You don't need to worry about anything. You don't need to summon to do this. You can use free to play characters. Yes, you'll have to grind free to play characters, but honestly, that's really about it. So grind some free-to-play characters. Probably best if you just use the ones I'm using, but you can use pretty much any of them. They're all really solid after their easy A's. How it works is she's at stage 7, and the first difficulty drops the bronze and silver medals. The second difficulty, super, drops the gold and rainbow. You will need 30 gold, 30 rainbow, 40 silver, and 20 bronze. So you'll have to run the first stage 6 times and the second stage 6 times. If you get a question mark, that will reduce the amount you have to run, because a question mark basically drops a whole bunch of extra medals. Now, Towa's EZA actually looks really decent. Basically, she's got 50% evasion chance as a second or third attacker. She gets up to 65% evasion chance, which is pretty cool. She is a pretty cool support as well. 30% support for extreme class allies. She gives also 15% additional for 2 turns if she evades 3 or more attacks. And also, she gives 20% extra if all allies in a rotation or Dragon Ball Heroes or crossover. So she can have 65% evasion. She can have all allies giving a 50% on turn buff, but like 65% potentially as well. And yeah, I mean, she looks really cool. She looks like a really cool free-to-play unit. I would change her to being predominantly like evasion unit. I think that's just better. So like evasion, really kind of double up on that additional evasion that she has, and yeah, just have everything work out. So obviously farm up her medals, do the runs that you need of each stage, and then from there you should be pretty much good to go. If you want to save on Kai's, I highly suggest you go back to her story event. It's a very simple story event, so you don't have to worry. But I would go back to your story event and then farm 5 more of her, and also obviously Dokkan awaken her. I think that's all you pretty much need to do. So make sure you do that. Make sure you get her Extreme Z Awakening medals, and you know what? Worst case scenario, at least you are ready, set to go. Definitely don't use Kai's on her. It's not worth it. Rather go farm the second copy. It will take you a little bit of time, but genuinely just don't do it. It's just not worth it. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. You can see here we're going to easy A her, which we did, and then we just train her. I don't have my second copy ready, but make sure you do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. As always, if you need any help or anything, give me a shout. Highly suggest you get her Extreme Z Awakened before you try anything else Heroes related.